Hello, everybody, and welcome to Inside Cornerstone, your weekly look at everything going on at Cornerstone First Global Methodist Church here in Alexander City, Alabama. I'm Brett Pritchard alongside Pastor Billy Coleman. We're glad that you've joined us here on the program today. Coach, good to see you as always.
Always a pleasure, Brett.
I mean,
in our time off, we get to come here
that's right.
and share this moment.
We do nothing. You and I, we have nothing going on, so we just wait around all day
Oh,
for this
wow.
show, right?
Yeah, but it's all good stuff.
Well, the good thing.
I kind of love being busy, though.
I love being busy, but I love coming in here because it forces me to take a
Force is a key word on that.
Well, it forces me to stop with all the other stuff and concentrate on what we're going to talk about each and every week here, which is a blessing.
I always look forward to it.
I do too. And it's been a couple weeks. We've all had stuff going on. Has this been the busiest summer you can remember?
The fastest and the busy. Well, it's been a busy summer,
right?
too.
They usually go hand in hand. If you're real busy,
it flies by.
It flies by.
That's true.
School's starting back this week with teachers, and students go back next week. That is hard to believe that we're already into the month of August and rolling in, and we'll blink and it'll be Christmas. I mean, it's really how fast. Because we know you and I are massive football fans, just like most of the people in the South. Football season goes by so fast, and that's why you get to December so quickly, because one week after another, we're just involved.
When you live your life week to week, it flies by.
It does.
And, it used to be Friday to Friday, and now it's Sunday to Sunday.
Right.
But speaking of that show that's been on, the two young ladies from the church that we interviewed on that from our youth group,
Palin and Caroline,
weren't they just
phenomenal,
unbelievable?
Yeah, and let me just say this: I hated to miss that show. I was out of town, but to watch that show, and two of Brindley's friends, and that she
spoke highly of Brindley.
Well, I'm going somewhere with that. That such a close knit group of girls, and they've got a good class, and I'm just, man, as a parent, and I think, if Brindley were on here, she would have said the same thing about them, and but she just was taken back, and sometimes, you don't really, you're loved, you're cared for, you got true friends, but when you hear them openly talk about what kind of impact you have on them, and then vice versa. The same, because Brindley said the same thing when she watched the show. She was blown away, and immediately called both of them and talked about how just thankful she was to have them as friends, and what they all meant to each other. And and again, the common denominator for all of those young ladies, and they are young ladies now because they're 15, 16 years old. They're about to start driving. They're moving on through high school at a rapid pace. Is they are a close-knit group through Christ. They don't miss.
That's absolutely true.
They don't miss Bible studies.
No.
They don't miss Sunday school. They don't miss an opportunity when the doors of the church are open to be there. They don't miss an opportunity to help the younger kids. They're all going on Discovery this week. They leave here in a couple of days to go on their Discovery trip. They're all excited about that, and it's not just because they're all going to be together. They're excited about learning more about Christ. I mean, it is always about spiritual growth.
You can tell that. And I like to add to that. One of the major things that I feel like I'm called to do at Cornerstone is to visit. And I mean, I spend a lot of time, and it's wonderful time. I love. There's nothing I'd rather do. I've seen 7 people today, as I came in for us to do the show and all, and it's a blessing. Most of them are shut-ins, maybe ladies that have lost their husband, sometimes vice versa, but usually it's that, and people that I feel like I need to go see, and I think it's so important. I'm not sure that has been an emphasis in our seminaries as we teach ministers, how to minister. That's kind of been overlooked. As a matter of fact, I can go on a tangent about that. But let's just say I love doing it. Well, one group I don't get to go visit is the youth. I see them, and I love seeing them. I go down to the big house, and I catch them there, and I'll be going down. We may talk about our retreat coming up on Friday. I'm going to drive down there, and I'm going to speak. We're going to have communion. I'm going to drive back. That's good. But to hear these two young ladies and see them personally, right. That's what I love to do, to know everybody on that level. And I was so blessed. I was sitting right there where you were, and
You're a mighty good host, by the way.
I don't know about that.
A+.
Well,
A+.
Wait a minute now.
A+.
Look at the guest I had. David Hand's doing a great job. David Simpkins is a great music person.
Now, you did have a good show.
And the two kids.
You did have a good show.
That was the show.
I think
Brett.
It was a pretty doggone good show.
But anyway, it was hearing their story and getting to know them. Man, it was a tremendous blessing.
I want to go back to something you said, and I'll add on to what you just ended with there. But I remember growing up, and when you were in the church, the preacher came. He rotated between families. You hosted the preacher for dinner on Sunday nights, or maybe Wednesday nights. I remember.
Sounds like a good era.
It sounds like Andy Griffith, doesn't it? But what you said is, I think we've gotten away from that as
we have.
Just a society. We're so busy. We don't know our schedules. We're always on these electronic devices, and I know it's a rat race out there. I know things move at a more rapid pace now because just even 20 years ago, 25 years ago, there was no email on your phone. You didn't have a phone.
Right.
When you went
some
home,
of us still not good.
Some of you still have to tell the check.
Yes,
stuff.
absolutely.
But when you got off at 5 o'clock, if you worked a 9 to 5 job or an 8 to 5 or whatever it is, if you worked a normal job, when you went home, you went home. There was no phone call on your cell to keep working on something, or you didn't bring something home to work on the computer, or you weren't receiving emails to all hours of the night and you were checking. The problem now is there is no time off. There is no separation.
That's right.
We don't leave work and then go be with our family. We work all night till we go to sleep, and then we wake up and we do it over again. I'm one of the world's worst about it. I mean, I'm constantly answering emails, answering text, on the go, here in this meeting, doing this right here. But we don't take enough time to say, hey, the pastor of the church, man, it'd be nice to have him and his family for dinner, and let's sit around. And I just remember my grandmother and my parents in the days.
That was part of it then.
And that was a big part of what a pastor and a preacher did, Coach.
It should be.
That was outside of what they did on Sundays. They were community service people. They were out in the community, right, seeing people, visiting, and going into homes and talking to people and sharing a meal with them, and learning about their family more and learning about some things that they may be going through.
And it strengthens the church.
It does. I mean, I can remember it like it was yesterday, the preacher coming to our house and eating dinner and sitting on the couch after. And all of us just sharing different things, and
getting to know each other.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a smaller church growing up, but I still think that we've lost that element of it.
There's no doubt about it. We have, and this is our confession time each week. So here's mine. I accidentally call Brett about 10 times a day. I said accidentally. I didn't say on purpose.
You haven't just.
It was kind of like, oh, man, and I hit the stop. But then Brett later says, well, I noticed you called me 6 times today, but you never stayed on the line. So, I mean.
That brings up a funny story.
I'm still learning,
I had somebody, a friend of mine, I was on the way to Louisiana years ago on a fishing trip, and he called me, and it would hang up, and he'd call and hang up, and I knew it was in his pocket. Okay. And I'm hollering when he answered. I'm saying, hey, just see if he could hear it in his pocket. And it did it. He did it for an hour. I was like, it never stopped. I finally had to cut my phone off. And I was like, I can't get through to him. I can't call him back.
It's almost dark.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to let it. Hopefully his battery's going to die. But anyway, yeah, it's funny. We all do it. We all do it.
Oh, thank you, Brett. I appreciate that.
So, but you didn't. That guy still has the record. You hadn't broken the record yet.
I'm working on it.
Straight for an hour. So.
Well, let me tell. We got time. Let me tell my story.
Let's do it when you come back from break.
With David Hand. Yeah.
I'll let you do it when you come back from break. Stay tuned. More to come right after this.
It's already into the
That's
segment?
it, man. It's already over.
That's not fair.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
The good guys at Alex City Marine are ready for your boating needs all summer. And now you can get up to $4,500 in rebates on our huge selection of new Landau Tri-Tunes and sacrifice pricing on remaining 23 models. Alex City Marine also has a new fleet of rental boats for fabulous days on the water, whether it's service, new pontoon selections, or rental boats. See the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine on Cherokee Road in Alexander City or online at alexcitymarine.com.
Medicine Express Family Pharmacy, located conveniently at the corner of Airport Drive and Highway 280 in Alexander City, offers friendly service, convenient drive-through service, and can answer any questions on prescriptions and vitamins. Local family owned with 30-plus years of pharmacy experience, they also offer compounding services, which includes personalized hormone replacement, therapies, and pain gels. And they accept most insurance and discount cards. Go see them today at Medicine Express Family Pharmacy.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com today.
Hey, everybody, I'm Brett.
Billy.
And I'm Matt.
And we want you to join us each week for Inside Cornerstone. Coach, Matt, excited to have this show on every single day throughout the week leading up to Sunday.
Jesus Christ is going to be glorified in everything we do. You won't just be listening to messages. You're going to be hearing about things going on at our church.
And make sure you join us at our worship services 9 and 11 o'clock.
Join us each week right here on Inside Cornerstone on WAXC TV.
As your State Farm team, we will be there for you with the financial strength to deliver on our promises. Service that's a sure thing. You can think of us as your good neighbors who help protect what's important to you. We're here when you need us the most. You can call us 24/7 to get answers to your questions, file a claim, or see if we can find you more ways to save. We have many coverages and many discounts. We can help protect more areas of your life and find every discount you qualify for along the way. Please call us or visit 2048 Cherokee Road for coverage you can count on.
For 30 years, Derek Blythe has built a reputation in the Alexander City area as the family attorney. He's always been passionate about fighting for his clients because he believes everyone deserves an advocate in their corner. People of his community deserve to have someone in their corner to fight for them. And he loves making lasting relationships with those people and their family. Whether you're seeking child custody, divorce, visitation, looking for compensation after being injured in a car accident, probating an estate, dealing with a contractual dispute, fighting criminal charges, Eric Blythe is here for you.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Welcome back to story time. I mean, Inside Cornerstone. We do want to remind everybody to catch up with us at our website at cornerstone-fgmc.org. Like us on Facebook. You can watch our our services there on anytime, any archive service. You can scroll back and you can find those if there's one particular that you want to go back and watch, or you want to show to somebody. Or hey, look, we even have people that send links to our services, from our services, to other people. Say, hey, look, I know you weren't there. I know you don't go to our church, but man, look, we had a great Sunday this Sunday here. And they'll send the link from Facebook, and then people can watch it that way. So great opportunity to share the gospel there, and through social media. We've been down that rabbit hole before, the good and the bad. But just want to remind everybody. But back to our stories. I know you got one you wanted to talk about.
And we talked about getting to know people better. This show does that. I have people all the time that comes up and says, "You guys are crazy." I said, "Well, that's right. And you would never know that unless you saw the show." I mean, we get to know each other.
But if they're around us long enough, they'd know it.
So a year ago, we're having the retreat down there on the beach. Same deal. I get up on Friday and I drive down there. So I do what all 115-year-old people do. I get on the computer and I get me a little map of how to get down there to make sure I get there on time. But I'm always going to get there early. So I'm driving down there. Well, I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. And I said, well, I'm just going to have to call David Hand.
Right.
I said, David said, somehow I'm on the wrong road. Let me tell you where I am right now. He said, well, that's okay. You got plenty of time. I said, I'll just drop you a pen.
Oh, man.
I said, pen? What are you talking? I said, I have a pen. What's that got to do with it? No. And they all start laughing. He must have me on speakerphone.
Of course.
And they say, no, a pen. I'll drop you a pen. You'll know where we are. So for 1 year, that's been the job. Every time we're in a group of people, I look at David and say, hey, David, man, drop me a pen on that, will you? And I'll take my pen and say, hey, David, I dropped my pen. Would you pick it up, please? And so it's a big joke with both of us.
Did you ever figure it out, though, is the question?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to.
But now here's the rest of the story. You can't tell it. And the two people that are watching today, don't tell this story, okay?
Excluding us.
I have gone. So I said, this isn't going to happen again. No, I'm going to do the same thing this year. So I had to go to Sylacauga anyway. I visit people up there. I drove by the Ford place. I pulled up there and said, can you come out here? I'm sorry, I'm so totally ignorant on this, but I want to get my navigation system working in the truck. I don't know how to do it. So this guy comes in, and after 2 minutes, he's looking at me like, you really don't know anything, do you? So, but I've got it, see.
You got it now.
Oh, I've got it. And I worked all day long.
It's amazing what a GPS is.
Well, I put it on there, and I've messed around with it. I think I can't wait to go down there this week.
So you know.
I'm going to drive right up there in the driveway.
Up to the front door.
Say, hey, David, did you drop me a pen on that? I'm going to get my way with it. See, nobody, I almost didn't tell Shereen about it.
Well, you're making
Because she looked at me, Brett, and she said, I'll help you with that. I said, I don't need your help.
I can get there.
I got it. I'm there.
Well, the thing about, GPS is a good thing.
I can say, well,
it is a great.
And when you're a pastor trying to find where people live, that's real good.
You're supposed to be going north instead of south.
Yeah, so you're who? Who are you?
I will say this. Back in, and again, we're really telling stories here to start the show. But I remember going on vacation. And you pull out the old Rand McNally book map, and
I've got 10 of them.
That's what I'm saying. and you're looking at all the like, how in the world? Like when I travel now, and I'm in a big city, and I travel all over the place.
Sure.
And I'll just follow the phone. The phone, I plug in the address. It takes me where I need to go. Tells me what exit to get off of. Go down this road, whatever. Man, I can't imagine being in traffic with that big Rand McNally. Oh, I'm on this road. How far? I mean, you don't even know how far down the road you are. Yeah. Oh, I was supposed to turn. I was supposed to have to turn back.
That's there. A chart in the back.
Right.
You gotta look.
But how unsafe was that? You got this big paper thing up. You're supposed to be driving down the road.
Been there many times.
But those are memories. Like we're talking about things.
I remember that.
Hey, guess what? We all figured it out though.
Yeah.
We all ended up getting to where we needed to most of the time.
Oh yeah.
And most of the time we were on time. So, but life has sped up a little bit, but it has gotten easier in the regard that we can just put an address in, and it'll take us right where we need to go.
There's something not right about that, but I agree with you. I stood with Shereen at the Santa Monica Pier on the Pacific Ocean.
Your pride was in the way.
My pride, it's all about pride. I'm standing on Santa Monica Pier with Shireen on the Pacific Ocean, and I've got mine. Mine was a State Farm Atlas, but it was the same thing.
Same thing.
My dad was an agent. So I got my map out, and I looked at where we were, and then I looked where we lived. I looked at Shireen, and I said, we're not ever going to be able to get home.
We're going to make it. It's a long way.
We're going to have to go off.
It's a long way. Yeah. So, but you look at how, just the simplicity of that. Some things make it more simple, but then it makes it more complex. It's crazy. But we look at our Bible on our phone now, to take.
I've noticed that when I'm speaking.
Well, for example,
a lot of people
look, I don't think you can ever substitute the book, right? I'm not advocating for that at all. What I'm saying is when we go to Sunday school, most of us, whatever the scripture is or whatever lesson we're on, and we read, I've got the Bible out. If you don't have it, I encourage you to get it. It's awesome. It'll read it to you. And now,
sure.
It's got the audio part on there.
Orson Welles.
It will. But, it's so easy to, at the top, it's got all the books of the Bible, and then it's got the chapter. You just click on that, and then go straight to where you want to go.
That's a great thing. It is great.
But I remember my first Bible with the tabs on it. Putting the tabs on the books themselves, and so you got all these tabs. So when you're in Sunday school and they say turn to John, and so you flipping through, oh there it is, and you flip it over, and we thought we were uptown. Man, we got these tabs on here.
Sure.
I don't have to just flip through here and figure it out. I can look and find it.
This is like God reading you the Bible.
It is. It was just like that. So, but so good things can come out of this.
That's right.
But we've told enough stories for the day, and I do want to say this. This has been a very active summer at Cornerstone, and we're coming toward the end of summer. We're really rolling into the month of August. This is the last hoorah trip for our students at our church with the Discovery before they head off to a new school year. Then I think what a great way to end summer for them to go off to a retreat, be with each other, learn even more about Jesus, and then come back and be on fire as they head into a new school year.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. And Brett, there's like 70 people going. You remember our Boston Butt sale?
Absolutely. Trust me, I remember the Boston Butt
right.
sale.
It cost us about $6,000 to get a bus to take the whole group down, and one of our vans will go down there. But all those kids, and then I'm going to go down there and shoot. Then we're going to go out on the beach, and we're going to have communion.
That's going to be pretty cool.
I don't know if we'll get to it today. But if I start about the opening of the Olympics, I may never stop.
I wonder when that.
You'll have to cut me off, Kane, because I will go absolutely nuts. But we're going to be down there on that beach in a very holy time, a very sacred time. Jesus told us, when you remember me, here's what I'd like you to do. This is my body, this is my blood. We're going to be doing that. It's going to be a prayerful time. And maybe that will wipe out the opinion that I had when I first saw what I'm talking about, exactly, and what everybody knows I'm talking about. But let's get back to that. It's going to be a great community service.
Well, it is. I'll say this about that, and we can talk about that a little bit, because I do think it's important to note that, that's not what the Olympics is about.
That's an agenda.
That it was exactly what it is. You took the word out of my mouth. It was an opportunity on a worldwide stage to make a mockery of a religion. Look, whether it's Christianity, Muslim faith, whatever, that's not what that's for. Here's the first thing I thought of. And social media was loaded with everybody's opinion, and I believe there's 2.4 billion Christians in this world. And the thing that I kept thinking about over and over is they have detracted all the attention away from what this is.
Yeah, what are we talking about the next day?
Exactly.
Right.
Those Olympic athletes spend literally their entire lives to that point training for that moment, training to do nothing but compete in those games. And for some of them, that's their one shot. Now, there's some that have been able to maintain and be in multiple Olympics, and we can talk about the girls' gymnastics, the women's gymnastics, and several of them have, been in several now. But a lot of these athletes get one shot in their sport. They're in their prime. They've trained literally every single day of their life for this one moment, and this is what they're dealt. I mean, I was offended just like everybody else was when we saw it, but I thought to myself, this is not even about this. This is about all of these athletes that have worked their rear end off to get to this point, and now we're talking about nothing of them. We've taken all the shine and all the attention away from them competing, because I do love the Summer Olympics. I love the competitions. But then the headline was stolen with the opening ceremony.
Can I do a part B before we go off? I saw the light come on over there.
You want to say part B?
I can make it quick.
Let's do it then.
It's quick.
Go.
My part B on that, I agree with everything you said. Part B for me is I can take somebody doing something like that. I've been laughed at because I'm a Christian. I don't get personally insulted. You got a right to believe what you want to believe. That's fine. But don't come out and say that's not what you meant. Just look me in the face and say, I don't believe in any of that stuff you believe in, Billy. And I'll sit there and say, well, you got the right to believe that.
Right.
But don't let me tell you about it and you look back at me and say, oh, that's not what that was about. That's not what that meant. What are you talking about?
Why would you backtrack after you went through?
Just take the heat
when you went
it.
through the effort. Well, why would you? It's not even for them. They should be proud, because why would they even think about it as taking heat? Why would they not be, open and honest with it?
Because I gotta be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why backtrack and say, oh, that's not what we meant to do, when eventually now we do know that the organizer of the ceremony came out pretty much said, yeah, that's what it was about. They've admitted it.
They finally made them say, we're sorry.
We didn't need them to
But
admit.
Let's don't try to justify it. Just take ownership of it and let's move on.
Again, I think what you said was best. Everybody has the right to believe what they want to believe, but I'm not going to trash or belittle somebody else's belief because I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then say you didn't mean it.
Yeah, I'm not going to mock their belief. I'm not going to mock what they do, and that's exactly what happened this past weekend. It was a mockery of Christianity.
Of course it was.
You can say whatever you want to say, and you can spin it however you want to spin it, but that's how it came out. So, all right, up against another break. Stay tuned. More to come right after this.
Can't wait.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
The good guys at Alex City Marine are ready for your boating needs all summer. And now you can get up to $4,500 in rebates on our huge selection of new Landau Tritoons and sacrifice pricing on remaining 23 models. Alex City Marine also has a new fleet of rental boats for fabulous days on the water, whether it's service, new pontoon selections, or rental boats. See the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, or online at alexcitymarine.com.
As your State Farm team, we will be there for you with the financial strength to deliver on our promises. Service, that's a sure thing. You can think of us as your good neighbors who help protect what's important to you. We're here when you need us the most. You can call us 24/7 to get answers to your questions, file a claim, or see if we can find you more ways to save. We have many coverages and many discounts. We can help protect more areas of your life and find every discount you qualify for along the way. Please call us or visit 2048 Cherokee Road for coverage you can count on.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com today.
Medicine Express Family Pharmacy, located conveniently at the corner of Airport Drive and Highway 280 in Alexander City, offers friendly service, convenient drive-through service, and can answer any questions on prescriptions and vitamins. Local family owned with 30 plus years of pharmacy experience, they also offer compounding services, which includes personalized hormone replacement, therapies, and pain gels. And they accept most insurance and discount cards. Go see them today at Medicine Express Family Pharmacy.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Welcome back, everyone, to Inside Cornerstone. I think this one's been in fast forward, hasn't it?
Turn up the air.
Yeah, it's been moving out here on the show. Hey, we actually want to talk about the retreat. This will be our last actual segment. The last segment of the show here coming up after this will be a clip of this past Sunday's service.
Had a couple of communion, baptisms.
Well, we'll always start there before we go into the retreat. And
sure.
That had your grandson. First of all, I had another young lady that came up.
Kate Nicholson.
Right,
yes.
Baptized. But I had to be a pretty special moment. I know it's special for you to baptize everybody.
Oh, it's a sacred thing.
But for you to do your grandson, that had to be.
Well, sure.
You
try to
special.
You try to just keep that on the right level. We were going to have that up on the hill outside. They predicted thunderstorms
you ain't never
on
trust
Saturday.
The weatherman. You can't never trust him.
And we had to move it. We put the tub inside.
Right.
Let's clear this up. You can be immersed in the Global Methodist Church. You could have gotten immersed in the United Methodist Church. Right. It's kind of a choice that you make, and in both of these cases, that's what we did. So we did that there in the arbor, and I mean, glory to God. It was a blessing.
I thought the hose pipe added a lot.
Hey, Gummy, I looked at that. I was sitting out there, and I said, I'm going to take that hose out of there. But then I said, if I do, all the water that's back in that hose is going to pour out.
Absolutely.
And I said,
but it was handled perfectly. So it was handled perfectly. But another special opportunity. And look, I know for you as a pastor, that's always a very big highlight for you.
That is.
All right, so let's talk about this retreat. We've got a full charter bus and another vehicle going down.
About 70.
To the beach this coming up weekend. So we'll obviously be praying for all of those students and the chaperones and everybody that's going to be, leading the meetings and the services and the events and the activities and everything that they'll be involved in, all the above. So talk about it. Discovery's been a big part of what we've done.
It's impact now.
It's just, it's impact. But, I still call it Discovery. But
right. I did too forever.
And my kids still call it that.
Well,
because
that's what they
grew up
That's what they did.
But impact, Discovery, regardless of the name, this has been a tradition in our church for a long time. And it's very powerful. And I'll say this. My son was saved through one of these events. He didn't tell us he was going to do it. And again, for a kid that was, I believe he was 12 when he did this. That's when you're around friends, when you got a lot of, sometimes that's not the, you don't. It's a little awkward maybe, and you don't know what people are going to say about you and all that. But he was ready, and so I'll never forget that Sunday morning. When they all came back and did their presentations, and they recognized Braden as, they said, man, another youth decided to give their life to Christ. And that was, very special. And they did. We didn't know as parents that he was called. It was part of that. And I've seen many kids over the last several years that have been saved during this retreat.
Well, I love that story. I love it when it's at that very moment that God speaks to you. Doesn't matter what the setting is. Doesn't matter. You can't plan that. All of a sudden, you feel God's presence calling you to make that decision, and you do it right then.
And that happened for me.
I love
and it happened for me.
Yeah, me
when
too.
I was about the same age. I'd have to go back and check. at Wayside Baptist Church, sitting in the pew. I'll never forget it. Closing hymn, and the preacher said, you know, always open to come up, and I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell my sister. I just said, hey, excuse me, and I slid through. I didn't ask them to come with me. I went up to the front of the church, and they were like, whoa, you know,
and
where's
it
it going?
It stuck.
It did. And so I'll never forget that moment. And, you know, it was,
I love that.
I felt the call.
Yeah.
And I'll, you know.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
Right. And as somebody that was 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd grown up in the church. I was in church on Sundays. It was a priority for us in our household, but it's, you know, when the call comes. This is not one of those. This is not one of those deals where you do it because, hey, I want to do it because it's the hip thing.
Now it's time to do it.
You know, man. You know, and if
I agree with you.
And you said that before. You say it to the confirmation class.
Right.
You, like, look, if you don't feel like it's time to go through this process, don't. You know, if you'll know when it's right for you.
It's not going to be from me. It's going to be from God.
Right.
The Holy Spirit. That's right.
But this retreat, again, kind of got off track a little bit about that, but that's how special this weekend is. It means a lot to us in our house because I've seen the power of it.
They'll have a lot of fun. They'll have a lot of spiritual experiences. And along with that, they'll get closer together as a group. That's where you really can bond with people. But let's put everybody's worries at rest. The only water they're going to be stepping in is the pool and the shower. There will be nobody. I've already told David, I said, now when I do communion, I'm not standing out in the edge of water.
With all the sharks.
No, I'm not going to do it. So, you know, but they got a great pool there.
Right.
And this is at Laguna Christian Retreat. They have all kind of activities. They're going to have a great time.
I always do.
Yeah.
I mean, the stories that come out of this and the impact, literally, the name of the impact it has on these kids is tremendous. And again, going back to the first segment, you talked about Caroline and Palin. I mean, all of those girls, they have a bond outside of just being friends, and it's through Christ, it's through the church, and you know, they yearn to learn more, and
they do.
And again, what better?
And Brett, it's not all just kids from our church.
Oh no,
we have kids from other churches. We welcome that. We want that, and they will never be told you need to come to Cornerstone. Well, if you're out there and you go to another church, that's where you should go. But if you come and want to be involved and go on this trip with us, I mean, it's great. That's good. We love.
Well,
that.
we hope that through the experience, that you're touched so much and impacted so much that as a youth you go, that's where I want to be, you know, and maybe that leads a family that's not in church
and
to
it
come
gives
to
you
church.
it gives you a group at school that you can hang out with and relate to that are Christians.
We've witnessed, and we won't name names, but we've already witnessed over the past year kids bringing their family to church, kids getting their family to join the church
several times.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's powerful. I mean, and look, and it's a very influential time in their lives. We talk about going off to college being influential, and that is too. But the period of time between 12 and 18 years old, you know, you can go in a lot of different directions in those, and you can choose the right people to hang out with. You can choose the wrong. You can definitely choose the wrong people to hang out with. And
picture this: a parent goes to the bedroom on Sunday morning to get up. You're going to church. Compare that to a child going to a parent and saying, "Mom, Dad, let's go to church.
Let's get up. You're late.
That's powerful.
Come on, you got to get up.
That's
we
right.
Gotta go.
We got to go.
Well, that's right. Well, Coach, the last segment here, we want to tell everybody to stay tuned. That's going to be a clip from this past Sunday's service. And again, you know, you covered, you had two baptisms, and you did bring up a little bit about the Olympics and all. Just kind of sum up, you know, for everybody, and it'll be a clip from the Arbor service, so you may see those two baptisms at the end here, but just kind of sum up the service from this past Sunday.
Well, both of those messages, I mean, they meant a tremendous amount to me, and we talked about two different things, both the Arbor and Green Street service. They were very receptive to it. I mean, I guess I did get a little off,
It's okay.
on some of it.
It happens, though.
But we had great crowds. I'd like to thank everybody that's come throughout the summer. I went to a powerful meeting. I know we got to go, but a powerful meeting that we had, and some of them were talking about how remarkable the attendance has been this summer. And some of it's because we got a lot of new members, but it has been great, and it's really uplifted. So, I think in both services, they were really powerful, and it's just a tremendous honor to be able to stand up before them and talked a little bit about how words kind of bump into each other. They didn't laugh too much at that, though. So I had to move on to some other areas.
Well, we're going to see a little bit of that here.
That's right. There's no use in me telling everybody
about
it.
We're going to see a little bit. But we're going to the show's not over. We're taking a break. We come back, we'll end the show with a clip from this past Sunday. But we hope all of you have a blessed week the rest of the week, and we'll see you back here next week for more Inside Cornerstone.
God bless you.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
The good guys at Alex City Marine are ready for your boating needs all summer. And now you can get up to $4,500 in rebates on our huge selection of new Landau Tritoons and sacrifice pricing on remaining 23 models. Alex City Marine also has a new fleet of rental boats for fabulous days on the water, whether it's service, new pontoon selections, or rental boats. See the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, or online at alexcitymarine.com.
As your State Farm team, we will be there for you with the financial strength to deliver on our promises. Service that's a sure thing. You can think of us as your good neighbors who help protect what's important to you. We're here when you need us the most. You can call us 24/7 to get answers to your questions, file a claim, or see if we can find you more ways to save. We have many coverages and many discounts. We can help protect more areas of your life and find every discount you qualify for along the way. Please call us or visit 2048 Cherokee Road for coverage you can count on.
Medicine Express Family Pharmacy, located conveniently at the corner of Airport Drive and Highway 280 in Alexander City, offers friendly service, convenient drive-through service, and can answer any questions on prescriptions and vitamins. Local family owned with 30-plus years of pharmacy experience, they also offer compounding services, which includes personalized hormone replacement, therapies, and pain gels. And they accept most insurance and discount cards. Go see them today at Medicine Express Family Pharmacy.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com, today.
For 30 years, Derek Blythe has built a reputation in the Alexander City area as the family attorney. He's always been passionate about fighting for his clients because he believes everyone deserves an advocate in their corner. People of his community deserve to have someone in their corner to fight for them. And he loves making lasting relationships with those people and their family. Whether you're seeking child custody, divorce, visitation, looking for compensation after being injured in a car accident, probating an estate, dealing with a contractual dispute, fighting.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
The title of the message today is, if you were singing the songs, you might know, is Jesus, Lion or Lamb, with a question mark. And the scripture comes from Revelation, the 5th chapter and the first 8 verses. Of course, John, this is from John's revelation, and he's the one that will be sharing this message in Scripture. Then I saw in the right hand of him who sat on the throne a scroll with writing on both sides and sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a mighty angel proclaiming in a loud voice, "Who is worthy to break the seals and open the scroll?" But no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth could open the scroll, even look inside it. I wept. I wept because no one was found who was worthy to open the scroll or to look inside. Then one of the elders said to me, "Do not weep. See, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, has triumphed. He is able to open the scroll and its 7 seals." Then I saw a lamb looking like it had been slain, standing at the center of the throne, encircled by the 4 living creatures and the elders. The Lamb had 7 horns, 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent out into all the earth. He went and he took the scroll from the right hand of the man who sat at the throne. And when he had taken it, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb. May God add his richest blessings to the reading of his word. May everything that I say, everything we think, glorify Christ. Let us pray. Amen, and thank you. You know, if you come to the services long enough, it doesn't take you that long to figure out that I like oxymorons. Where you take 2 words, you put them together, and it just really doesn't make that much sense. So because I like not having much sense, I usually share some oxymorons in some of the messages, and I'm going to do that today. The menu looks great. There's so much to order here. I think I'll take the jumbo shrimp. Y'all are pitiful. The jumbo shrimp. All right, let's go from there. They opened a little museum not far from here. You can go up there, and it's interesting. You can see an authentic replica of an axe. An authentic replica, oxymoron, of an axe. This is kind of fun. I don't really understand totally what you're telling me. I'm clearly confused. Okay. And you said that for your fries and your chicken fingers, you wanted a sauce called sweet and sour. How can something be sweet and sour at the same time? You want me to move on? The Bible has its own set of oxymorons in it, and some of them are fascinating, and all of them are extremely truthful. We use things like the last will be first, or the weak will be strong. Because the faith that we worship, the God that we worship, takes things that the world considers insignificant and makes those things powerfully significant in our life. Now, there's a question at the sermon today, and it is lion or lamb with a question mark, and it says, who's Jesus, lion or lamb? That's an oxymoron. But you also know that there's a great truth in that, because he is the lion and the lamb. He's both. Jody, as your song so clearly portrayed, and hopefully as this message goes on, we know that Jesus Christ is a lion and he is a lamb. So let's talk about the scripture. And first off, let's talk about the line. The scripture describes John standing in a lower spot on the earth and looking up into heaven. And he is invited to come up there. And when he gets up there, he notices that there's a figure on the throne, that figure I'm sure being God, and he is holding a scroll that has got 7 seals on it. And as he sits there, a giant angel appears and says, "Who is it worthy to open the scroll?" Who is it worthy to open the scroll? And nobody answers, and it becomes clearly that no one on earth, under the earth, beyond, nobody is worthy to open this scroll, which obviously has God information in it. It says that on both sides of the scroll there was writing. And if you go back to Genesis and Exodus, you find out that the 10 Commandments, which was the law of the Jews, the sacred law all through the ages, still the law today of the Jews and to us, that on those commandments, on those tablets, it was written on both sides of the stone. So this scroll that has not been opened yet obviously has tremendous significance, and yet there is no one that can open it. An elder comes down from somewhere as John weeps and weeps because nobody is able to open the scroll up with this information from God. And one of the elders comes down and says, "Don't cry, don't weep. Behold, the Lion of Judah, the root of Jesse, is worthy to open the scroll." And as he says that, he turns and he sees a lamb. And this is so important, it's ridiculous. A slain lamb that stands there before the scroll. A slain lamb that stands there. And all the elders and all the heavenly beings bow down and sing and say, "Worthy is the Lamb. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, who will be able to do what nobody else could do, who will be able to reveal the will of God, who will be able to separate those who have accepted Christ into their life and those who have not. The truth of God will be revealed through the Lamb that was slain." So we look at the Lion first, and it says, the Lion of Judah. In Genesis 49:9, it says, when Jesus was blessed, when Jacob was blessing his sons, Judah was referred to as the lion's cub. In verse 10, it says, "The scepter shall not depart from Judah." So Judah received the blessing of being a lion's cub. Judah was blessed with being a lion. The scepter, which is for kingship. The lion, who is the king of the jungle. When you talk about the lion, and everybody's watched the lion movies that we have out there, where the lion is the king of the jungle. He's the king. He rules over all the other animals of the earth. He is courageous. He is strong. He offers protection when needed. But he is the lion, the king. And Jesus Christ is the lion, our protector, who stands with the scepter and rules.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest
For 30 years, Derek Blythe has built a reputation in the Alexander City area as the family attorney. He's always been passionate about fighting for his clients because he believes everyone deserves an advocate in their corner. People of his community deserve to have someone in their corner to fight for them. And he loves making lasting relationships with those people and their family. Whether you're seeking child custody, divorce, visitation, looking for compensation after being injured in a car accident, probating an estate, dealing with a contractual dispute, fighting criminal charges, Eric Blythe is here for you.
The good guys at Alex City Marine are ready for your boating needs all summer. And now you can get up to $4,500 in rebates on our huge selection of new Landau Tritoons and sacrifice pricing on remaining 23 models. Alex City Marine also has a new fleet of rental boats for fabulous days on the water, whether it's service, new pontoon selections, or rental boats. See the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine on Cherokee Road in Alexander City or online at alexcitymarine.com.
Medicine Express Family Pharmacy, located conveniently at the corner of Airport Drive and Highway 280 in Alexander City, offers friendly service, convenient drive-through service, and can answer any questions on prescriptions and vitamins. Local family owned with 30-plus years of pharmacy experience, they also offer compounding services, which includes personalized hormone replacement, therapies, and pain gels. And they accept most insurance and discount cards. Go see them today at Medicine Express Family Pharmacy.
As your State Farm team, we will be there for you with the financial strength to deliver on our promises. Service that's a sure thing. You can think of us as your good neighbors who help protect what's important to you. We're here when you need us the most. You can call us 24/7 to get answers to your questions, file a claim, or see if we can find you more ways to save. We have many coverages and many discounts. We can help protect more areas of your life and find every discount you qualify for along the way. Please call us or visit 2048 Cherokee Road for coverage you can count on.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com today.
For 30 years, Derek Blythe has built a reputation in the Alexander City area as the family attorney. He's always been passionate about fighting for his clients because he believes everyone deserves an advocate in their corner. People of his community deserve to have someone in their corner to fight for them. And he loves making lasting relationships with those people and their family. Whether you're seeking child custody, divorce, visitation, looking for compensation after being injured in a car accident, probating an estate, dealing with a contractual dispute, fighting criminal charges, Eric Blythe is here for you.
Medicine Express Family Pharmacy, located conveniently at the corner of Airport Drive and Highway 280 in Alexander City, offers friendly service, convenient drive-through service, and can answer any questions on prescriptions and vitamins. Local family owned with 30-plus years of pharmacy experience, they also offer compounding services, which includes personalized hormone replacement, therapies, and pain gels. And they accept most insurance and discount cards. Go see them today at Medicine Express Family Pharmacy.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.